a rest area south on Interstate 85, somewhere in, that's me, in North Carolina. And I'm short of Durham, North Carolina. You see my can you see my smoke? You can see where my engine's breathing. Okay, put my boots on and then we'll go to work. I gotta go to Monroe, North Carolina. All right, let's get out of Dodge, shall we? Lift axle he converted that. I wonder if it's hard to say. I don't know if that was a four-wheeler and he converted it with a lift axle, or if it was actually a double drive, and he took the drive axle out and put a lift axle in there. It's definitely a lift axle, the way it's bouncing. It's got no weight there to hold it down. You can tell that the way the axle was bouncing. There's a lot of them up in Pennsylvania, and well, they're all over really, no more than I am. Well, it's only me. There's a lot of them though, a lot of Eastern Europeans and that. I think I got the camera about right, but I do need to plug it in. I think I got enough charge until I have to record the next one, and then we'll go from there. Going to go down to Monroe, North Carolina, and then the load's probably not ready, and I got to pick that up and take that to Robards, Kentucky. So we got about 3 hours to get down to Monroe. It's about 200 miles down there. I got to go back through Greensboro area, or close to Greensboro. I used to do the mail run into Greensboro on a team run. It's a catch-22 situation, see? I can pull back over, but then I'll mess that Volvo up. So I'll get round around this old boy, and we'll be alright. Volvo's catching up to that pickup, that's why I couldn't come back over. See, that's the problem that you have, like, you know, it's like when you pass, you got to get on, get around both of them, because you know the one that you've just passed is going to catch up to that vehicle. So I don't want to take away your space. I don't like it when it's done to me. I don't want to do it to them. It's Chuck, Sherlock. Hello Chuck, hello Sherlock. We unloaded this morning. I went to Henderson, North Carolina, to the Walmart. We've been there before, and I went there. I got there at 2 o'clock I got there at 2 o'clock for a 3:30 appointment. You're allowed in an hour early, so I got there at 2 because normally that place, when like you can check in at 2:30, so normally by that time you're sort of in a queue of trucks. So I get there at 2 and I was lucky because there was about 9 of them lined up on the fence that were all parked up there. They've been parked there waiting and sleeping and that. And I got, there was one in front of me, and as I pulled up, it was like 5 to 7 minutes past, I think it was. And he told me I had to wait about another 10 minutes that he'd let me in. And I was really lucky because I'm glad I got there when I did, sat at the line, and they didn't turn me away, because all of a sudden the rest of the trucks that were parked up and the ones out on the streets and that, they all suddenly came in, and I had about, I would say, a good 9 trucks that were sitting behind me, and I'm like, whoa, that was lucky. So I sort of beat the system, and the gentleman was really nice, the security guard. He's like, just sit there and wait, and then I'll flash the light at you. Like, well, he didn't say that, I'll take that back. He said just sit there and wait and then come back in about 10 minutes. But he flashed the light at me, and like, because I was doing my paperwork, and I'm like, oh, alright, time to go. So I went back in and he gave me a door and off I went. And then we got unloaded, and I got in the door, and they didn't start till after 4 o'clock, and I thought, oh, this is going to be fun. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's on his phone. She's on her phone, sorry. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep it in my lane, mind you. Yeah, here she goes. She's on her phone. Yeah, she's still on her phone. Yeah. Beautiful turn signal there, love. Good job. Yeah. She was more interested in her phone as always. But hey. Oh, I think we got a Tyson in front of us. Is that a Tyson? I think that's a Tyson. Is that a Tyson? No, that's not a Tyson, is it? No. No, that's one of Total's. I told you she's on her phone. She's not concentrating. See? She's on her phone. She's still on her phone, look. She's still got it in her hand. She's more interested in the phone than driving, so she can't put the phone down and just get on down the road, like, you know what I mean? So we give her a friendly toot, and she still has it. She won't do anything. She'll keep the phone in her hand. Tooting means nothing. They won't pay attention. Put the phone down and go, I'm being very naughty. You're absolutely right. Let me do it the right way. No, she'll just keep her hand in the phone, or the phone in her hand, whichever one. Like I said before, I don't mind. You want to be on your phone, it's all fine with me. Just stay over to the right hand lane, drive along at about 60, and don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Not that hard to do, is it? So a friendly you know that I'm coming over and you're in my way and you need to move on. I think a tag's fly 4954. Fast food. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Remember, the lady on the phone, she'll stay in this lane all the way down. She'll never move out of it. I'd be amazed if she does, but I normally have to eat my words, so. But it's very rare that they get out of this lane. They normally just stay here, and that's their lane. Like, oh, well, boys out of Mississippi. Like mountains trucks. It's Amos Moses. Oh my gosh, that's freaking awesome. It's one of Navajo's old trucks. Best not to, oh, you got to be charged. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay. I know what it is. The sun's too hot through the screen. There's my fingers. The sun's too hot through the screen. So the phone got hot. I've got a fan on at the moment, so you're going to hear the noise of the fan. I'll try and blow a bit of cold air on it. probably get down to kick-out time's like 11:41 tonight. That's when it's kick-out time. So I should imagine it'll be around about that time, or maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. I don't know. It just depends on how they're working. So it's a little strange of a plant, really. You got to go in one way, and then they used to send you down. They used to send you down the road to a drop lot, and you'd have to drop the trailer down there, and then you come back again and you wait on your load. I'm trying to think where they let you park around there. I can't remember where they let you park. I think there's an area around there they let you park, if I remember rightly. He was up my arse, mate. He was like, "Get out of my way, mate. I'm on a mission." You know what I mean? You've got to move out of my way, son. So I moved out of his way because he was trying to cut the inside of me. Patience is a virtue. Now it goes down to 60. Bearing in mind that if you do slow down to 60, you get run over. $2,750 fine if you get caught with a handheld device, as in a cell phone, while driving. They got a big old sign at the North Carolina scale that was like, yep, $2,750 fine if you're driving a CMV with a phone in your hand, or any other device, I should imagine. I'm like, it's always amazing how we get fined the most. But people like that green Charger up there, it's nothing, mate. Won't even get recognised. More so for the fact that she's got all that glass darkened out, so you can't really see inside it. Like, the only reason I can see is because she had the windows cracked. Basically we run 85 all the way down and around, and then we drop south on 74, and 74's got a few traffic lights to go through, but you drop on 74, and I think actually let me think now, it'd be back, I think that's going east, so you go 74 east, and I used to run that road a lot when I worked with US Freight. I did Carolinas every week when I worked for Freight. Every week I was down there. I like the Carolinas. I do like the Carolinas. I like the country life. I like the state. Within reason, most people are pretty decent. They don't sort of look down on you because you're not an American. Most of them sort of get along with you within reason. But you have your areas, no matter where you go, no matter what country you're in. But for the most of it, they're all pretty decent people. The driving is not as bad. Actually, it's not as bad as like Ohio or Illinois. Their driving is Georgia sucks. Georgia's horrendous. But here, they're not as bad. Their driving is actually pretty decent. It really is. South Carolina is a little different in their ways, but I think not. I like both states, but I think North's always a little better. South Carolina is like Georgia; it's got a chip on its shoulder. It doesn't really know how to let that chip go. You know, it likes to hold on to that chip and sort of rub it in your face. So North Carolina don't really do that. So I like North Carolina for that. You know, it's like it's one of my favourite places to come. Sort of retire down this area, inland a bit as well, not on the coastline. Coastline's great and all that, but See, here comes Wegmans. Wegmans will catch me up and pass me. Yeah, I know.
Your seatbelt isn't buckled.
I know, I'm trying. Mummy keeps slowing down. I know, I'm
Your
trying.
seatbelt isn't buckled.
No, Wegmans slowed down as well, didn't he? I think he did. Alright, I've got to get round this one. Just because I don't want to listen to the fucking people. Oh, I swore, sorry. Yeah, I try, it's not easy. Tourette's, you know what I mean? Gets to you eventually.
Your seatbelt isn't buckled.
Yeah, I know.
Your seatbelt isn't buckled.
I'm trying. It's not always easy. So, McAuliffe lost in Virginia. Young King won, which is sort of a victory in respects. It's only a small one. And then I found out there's a few more that have won around the areas. Who are you after? There's a few more that have run around the areas in different states, so it's turning red, and it's upsetting those on the blue side. They're a little irritated, but really and truly, you brought it on yourselves. You know, you've been pushing all this bullshit, and I understand it's about giving a fair shot to each and every person, and each and every diversity, as they like to put it. Now I get it, I understand it. Sort of, maybe, don't know, possibly. But when you push it too much, and you're trying to force it, so that diversity becomes the greater number, you're going to lose. It's got to be an equal field. And I think that's where they went wrong. They pushed it too hard, too fast. They should have let it come in gradually, and they didn't want to do that. They forced it along. So they're starting to realise now that wasn't a good idea. So now of course, all the worthless news stations, all their mockingbirds, you know, they're all coming out there with their bullshit narrative, because that's what they do. They're good at bullshit. So now that it's called, well, as Van Jones said, it's a delta variant of Trumpism. It's got nothing to do with Trump, mate. I wish people would just give that up. It's got absolutely nothing to do with him. They'll want to keep putting it on him because you keep talking about him all the time. You won't let him go. When people are just fed up, they don't want it. So it's got nothing to do with Trump. It's got fuck all to do with him, actually. Yeah, good old. All right, what are we going to do? Fuck, it's not going. Try not to swear, but it don't work, alright? It's not easy for me. I don't deliberately do it. It's Tourette's. They just sneak out. It's hard for me to go slow, right? I try to go slow. I try to keep back. I try to pace. And there's always somebody that wants to go 5 to 10 mile an hour slower than I am. So then I got to get it on, and then when I get it on, they decide they're going to speed up, and I can't hold it. It's no happy medium for me. I can't keep it back. Like this one right here, look. See, I had this car up my butt, then the car came in behind me. So now I'm waiting for this car to pass, because I've got to get around this one. I've got to wait for this car to pass, see? I'm trying. I can't get over. In this car, it's got a tag on it. I can see it's got a tag. There's no point moving over. I can see the tag on it. I'm trying to feel the heat of that phone and make sure it's alright. I've got to charge it. So I'm being paranoid because I don't want it to overheat. Bird trying to poke the camera up on a building somewhere when my fingers come down. Now bear in mind, before I get criticised because I bitch about everybody else,